Test, test. Oh, that's loud. I may have accidentally forgot to switch to the stream starting. Let me make sure I'm centered. I was messing around with settings again. Well, I'm late. Ever late. I'm still gonna be messing around actually. Because it's fun. Let me see something. So many cute poses, but I have to turn off the pendulum settings. Otherwise the sitting animations get really messed up. Because I'm always leaning. I'm usually leaning in. Yeah, I guess that's fine. But hi! Good. Oh, what is going on with my eye? Why am I looking off to the side? There we go. There you are. But yes, no, I was centered before. Oh my goodness. But yes, it's a lovely Sunday night. I wanted to do a just chatting stream because it's been a long week, and I want to talk about stuff as usual. And as usual, there's not a ton to talk about, so I will say what I want to get off my chest and then go back into art. I don't like this pose. I don't like this pose. 1 second. Going back to the generic default. There we go. No, I'm not looking. But yeah, happy Sunday. And wrote down notes, I guess. I'm so tired, first of all. I woke up this morning, I didn't know what day it was. I thought it was Monday, and I was like, oh good, I can sleep in for a little bit. And then I, checked the clock and the date, and it's actually Sunday, and I like, no, I can't. I can sleep in a little bit. I get to go into work just a teeny bit later than I did the previous day, but it's not as late as Monday. So I was very sad when I had to haul myself out of bed, and basically, oh wait a second. Oh, I forgot to turn the music volume down. Oh no, that was drowning me out, I bet. 1 sec. It's actually Sunday, and I'm like, no, I can't. I can sleep in a little bit, and I get to go into work just a teeny bit later than I did the previous day, but it's not as late as Monday. So. Okay. Whoopsie. Scuff. It never ends. The scuff never ends. It's always with us. But yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry, I was just waiting for the thing. I don't know how center I'm gonna be able to remain. YouTube. There we go. Yeah, but I got a bit of a jump scare, just a bit, teeny bit. Made it to work on time though, so all's good. But yeah, it was just a long work week. Not really long, but just felt long because, Fridays are rough because we're understaffed, and Saturdays we're understaffed, and Sundays are just a slog to get through because it's usually less traffic. So, but yeah, it's one more day. Tomorrow I can sleep in, and that'll be nice. It's weird. I've been noticing at work that I've been able, I don't know if it's like the streaming, like this, has been talking more continuously for extended periods of time, but I've been able to actually have conversations with people at work, and it's nice, I've actually been a little bit more quick-witted, I believe, lately, and it's been fun. It's been fun just bantering and being able to do that. I don't know if it's this that's helping with that, but it's nice. It's nice regardless. But what's going on? It's fine all day. It's been so cold, and it's been rainy and damp. I got a new dehumidifier, and I been keeping it running while I'm at work mostly. And sometimes when I fall asleep, because I just like the white noise. I've been waking up every day with a dry nose, dry bloody nose, and I'm like, it must be working. That's a good sign. It means that the air is being kept dry. But yeah, I just wanted to get that because some of my jewelry's not doing well, and I was like, oh, I don't know if that's happening to my jewelry. Some of it's a little bit, on the green side, after it. And this is years, after years, of course, but still, I was just worried for the health of my PC and other electronics, so I had a dehumidifier before, and it worked for a while pretty well, but something went wrong with the fan, and yeah, it doesn't work as well since the fan had its issues. So I just bought another one recently, and it seems to function the same way. I had like a really large one that I think heats up the air, and I like that one, but that stopped working because it's old. That one's just very old. It's good quality, but it's probably like 15 years old. I got it from my parents, and who knows how long they've had it, but it's a very like big industrial old school dehumidifier, and it did its job well, but it's time to move on to something a little bit newer, something that's gonna take up a little less space. But yeah. So let's see, what else do I have in me? Let's see. Drip, hey! Welcome to the Sunday night chat. I'm talking about very boring stuff for right now. I have I have my checklist, What was next on the list? Tomodachi Life. The Aftermath. I took a break. I took a tiny break. I'm probably gonna continue taking a break, but I will be uploading some shorts. And I also took a break from the shorts in Tomodachi Life, but I didn't want Tomodachi Life to like overcome my whole channel. Oh boy, yeah. Yeah, the Aftermath. I've been drawing a lot of stuff off stream for the game because it's super fun. I'm gonna make a short like compilation of all my creations. But yeah, it's been so much fun. I made a game. I'll tease the items I made. I made one game screen for a Switch, and one comic. Actually, two books. One's a comic book cover, and the other one's a novel. I guess novel the right word? I'm not sure, but yeah, I've been having lots of fun. I was looking for drug suggestions because I saw someone make the Plan Me on on Instagram, and I thought that was so funny. It's like I should do a drug on there, and I not work. I'm not gonna go into that, but I was thinking of some ideas that would be funny, and but yeah, after all the OCs are done, there are some characters that I had ideas for. There might still be another Tomodachi stream in the future, but right now I have to cool it as far as the channel is concerned, because I don't want it to completely overtake my channel. As much fun as it is, I'll still play it off stream, So what is next? Oh wait, I also want to draw pictures based on scenarios that happened in Tomodachi Life too. That's what is going on with my volume? That's something I want to do, because there's like some funny moments, like Alana falling in love with Matt, and I was like, that's in character. I was like, they'd be so cute together. So I'm gonna do like the the boyfriend girlfriend couple with the girls like turning around and looking at the other guy walking by. That meme with the three of them. I think that would be funny. Draw Nikki in suspenders, because I think that'd be cute, and so on and so forth. So yeah, lots of drawing, also OC drawing ideas from that game. And other things I plan to draw are new assets. I edited, because of my current settings for the dark, I edited the media screen to be darker so I don't stand out so much. Like if we go over here, um, I don't like that music. Eh. My voice is so raspy all of a sudden for no reason. But yeah, I darkened this just a little bit so it looks more, you know, more in line with the night, the nighttime vibes that I'm going for right now. And yeah, but oh no, this one's not. This one's not darkened now. You see. Now you see how much I stand out with these current lighting settings. But yeah, I do need to draw a new border. Not border, what's it called? An overlay. Same thing. Same thing. Yeah, new overlay. Probably a new profile picture, even though I just made one like a couple months ago, like a couple weeks ago. It's the angle in the horns. I never get my horns right, and I just need to do a like front on facial view. I don't know why I don't ever draw myself from that angle, but I gotta start. I gotta start. What else? I can't think of anything else, but I'm pretty sure there's other things that need to be added. I'm waiting for the pump to stop. Jackhammer, yeah, it's very loud. It's... Oh wait, there it goes. There we go. Fix your face. No. What if I want to stay angry? There is actually, the next thing I was gonna talk about probably might be appropriate to keep this face, but there was a little bit of a drama last week. I don't even know if it's a drama anymore. Wait, let me fix my face. Let me actually fix my face. With the Amazing Digital Circus. Now, I'm so happy. There was this video, by the Archcast that I saw like a couple days ago. It was like right before this, it was the year, but right before this whole Digital Circus drama happened, or right after. And I'm kind of glad because it's about Dispatch and whether or not Dispatch is woke or not. Because a lot of people are like, well, it's you know, diverse characters, and I promise this all ties together. I promise. This list, hear me out, okay? This all has to do with what I'm gonna bring up. But it's the video. Arch just talks about like whether or not Dispatch is woke, and the short answer is no, it's not, because they prioritize character writing rather than you know, the Marxist ideology. They don't place the Marxist ideology above the story. That's all that means. So, with something like the Digital Circus, falls into a similar category because it's very character driven, but the story, the writing, even though the people who make the show are woke, the writing of the show itself is not, because the show focuses on who the characters are and not what they are. What they are is basically irrelevant in, given the circumstances, of where they are and how they're living their lives. What they are, like, could not factor in less into the story. So it's a very well written story, and that's because it focuses on the characters as people first and foremost, and not their labels, and the many things that factor into intersectionality and all that. So, given that, the show has broad appeal. It has very broad appeal. A lot of people like it, and I don't know. Some people might look at it and be like, "See, that show's woke." No, it's not. It's not woke. It's popular because it's written well, and the people who made it may be woke, but the story itself is not, because it's focusing on who the characters are and not what they are, and it doesn't place what they are above the story. That's the key factor. When I'm done the stream, I'll probably link to Arch's video because he'll explain it better than I could. But so with that in mind, the show has a very broad appeal by people from all over, but still, because of those elements, those trace elements of, just it being diverse, I guess. You get people, you have Zubul, and people have theories about Jax and his identity and all that, but all that aside, it still has broad appeal because of the story is well written and its character focus, and it doesn't place ideology above the story. But it still has a large section of people, of those types of people, woke individuals, far left individuals who watch it, and because of that, some drama got stirred up from a video of two of the voice actors. I think it was Michael Kovac and one of the other girls. I forget which one. Is it Ashley? Yeah. So yeah, Michael and Ashley are the two, and people were trying to say that they made a joke about, they were laughing at a joke because someone had a name that sounded like the N-word, and that's like, and also they incorporated that they were playing Jackbox at the game, they were playing Jackbox at the time in a stream, and someone in chat had the name Nega, as in the short form of negative, and they thought that someone read their name and someone else thought that they said a different word, and they didn't. It was just, look alike, sound alike. But then later, someone decided to put that name, same, just, not the N-word, just the one that sounds similar, on one of their entries in the game, and they all laughed at that and thought that was funny. And people are just, they're anti-fun, I tell you. The N-word was not said. It was just a look-alike, sound-alike situation, and they giggled at it. And people are offended at that. They're offended at that. They demanded apologies, and it really sucks. There have been people, like, calling for, like, their cancellation, and, like, saying that, you can't have people like this. People like what? People who didn't even say the word, they just laughed at something that sounded similar, like, oh my goodness. The holy cow that is, the holy calf that is, race, and the significance of race. You cannot, when you are, like, in, this religion, you cannot make fun of that, and that's why there are people, and there's gonna be, hopefully, because of what I said earlier about the show, attracting a large audience. Their audience doesn't just consist of these people. So, that's a problem you have, like, shows made by these people. Either your audience consists entirely of these types of people, and they, like, rage and throw a tantrum unless you get down on your knees and beg for forgiveness, and even then they're not going to forgive you, and it's dumb. It's really dumb. But thankfully, I think this is gonna blow over because, like I said earlier, the Digital Circus is not a woke show. It's just made by woke people, and the audience can consist of enough people who are normal that this should not affect the show at all. It shouldn't affect the movie release either. But it's like, what an interesting time for that to just pop up. All this, oh, biggest. I bet there are people that are just like combing all their past interactions and streams and all this, just looking for something to stir the pot. And this is honestly, as a black person myself, this is a nothing burger. Like, I'm offended that they even thought that the drama channels even thought they had a story with this, or whoever originally brought it up and demanded apologies. And of course they both apologized because they're part of that circle. They have to apologize. They have to admit that they have sinned, even though nothing really happened. And there's going to be a portion of the audience that are not going to let it go, though, because they've been trained to not let it go. And the timing of it just is really, really bad, really inconvenient. Definitely intentional. I'm sure, I have a feeling, pretty sure it's very much intentional. And, but yeah, I personally would have preferred if they didn't apologize, but they're in that side of they're in that camp, so they're going to apologize and they're going to grovel. And I'm kind of interested to see like what happens when people don't move on, because there are a group of people like a lot, not it's not the entire audience, thankfully. If this was something like, I don't know, Has Been Hotel, it might be the end of it. Not the end, because even there I feel like there are people who are just willing to overlook it because they just love the series so much. But a larger portion of that audience is definitely woke and are definitely going to take more issue. But with Digital Circus, you're going to have a mix of people who, think it's wrong, even though nothing happened, and they don't really need to apologize for anything. But there are going to be people who think it's wrong and be like, well, they apologized, and I love the show so much, I'm just going to overlook it. Which is what you should do what they should do in most cases like this. But, if there are people that they don't like or don't align with them ideologically, they're less likely to do that and just, rage as long as they can because they like to do it. Because raging is fun. And if someone, steps on the forbidden ground, then it's just open season on that. It's, but otherwise, there's gonna be enough people, I think, that like the show enough, even though they're in that camp, they're gonna just be like, we're just gonna overlook it. We're gonna pretend we didn't see that. They apologized. Move on, which is the correct thing to do. In more cases, I wish they did that in more cases, but in this case particularly, I'm glad that they're doing that. And then this could be the other people, the people like me, that are normal and enjoy the show because it's well written and the show attracts enough people like me as well. They aren't gonna have a problem with this. That it's also it's just gonna blow over. I'm pretty sure. So, but yeah, what else was I gonna talk about? Interesting. Yeah. Sorry, that's my little rant about the amazing Digital Circus drama. What else? What was next on the list? Invincible memes. I hate talking about shows. I mean, Digital Circus was one thing because it's I didn't mean that. I love talking about shows, but especially shows that are other shows that people might not have watched yet, and I feel like, oh, if I talk about this, it's gonna be spoiler central, and someone's gonna spoil something for someone, and I hate doing that. But I recently got caught up on Invincible like a few weeks ago, I forget. I got caught up, and then I just been watching the episodes as they come out, and a lot of people, I like reacted to one thing on Instagram relating to Invincible, and now like my entire feed has been flooded with Invincible memes and posts, and it's very funny. I'm very happy with how, not happy, but I predicted how season 4 was gonna end, essentially. So I was very happy when it was revealed what the plan was, and I was like, "Yep, I called it. I called it. They were right in their assumption that they were there." And I was like, they're probably just, doing the same thing that Nolan did, and then I was like, so I called it. I predicted how the last episode was gonna end, and I'm very happy about that. But I'm also excited for season 5 now because I'm curious. I don't read the comics of Invincible, so all I know is the show, and I know some people take issue with that because you don't like the show. I think a lot of people are complaining about the animation budget more than ever, and there are parts I see it, there are times that I see it, but I'm invested in the story enough that I don't care. I'm just like, could it be better? Yes, but the last 2 episodes I watched mostly kind of in the background while I was doing like other stuff like cleaning and stuff, and just looked at it ever so often, multitasking. So for that, it's good, and yeah, I just like the story, and the animation, it suffers at time, but I like to look on the bright side. There were times where it looked really good, and it's, yeah, take the good with the bad. I wish they would just hire normal voice actors, honestly, if they just didn't have to get like all of these like A-list actors to play, just do voices in their cartoon. If they could just get normal actors, give them like 5 roles each, like that's how it's supposed to be done. The fact that the animation has to suffer for the voice cast, and like you could get people who sound just as great that don't cost that much money, that amount of money. It's insane. But we will see what happens next season. It's probably not gonna get better. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, the Invincible memes have been very funny. What the heck? I guess that's not coming up on some cars beeping in the background. Some alarm went off. Don't know who that is. Not mine. But I hope that's not coming up. Oh my goodness. Go get your car. Yeah, the Invincible memes have been very funny. I don't know why people are like obsessed with Thrag's like hairline or his haircut or whatever, but I don't understand what's going on there, but they're still funny. But yes, it's been really cool. Lots of people going to the gym, and we need to normalize people going to the gym in Viltrumite uniforms. That would be very fun to see. I want to see more of that. I've seen a couple of those. I'm like, yes, if you got a body and you're like jacked, do it. Just do it. I guess the last thing I want to talk about, and it kind of connects to Invincible, kind of connects to Viltrumites, is there's a particular tweet from the Japanese side of Twitter that's been going viral, and I'm kind of very pleased with people's reactions because it is hilarious. So I don't have the tweet up. I don't have Twitter. I've only experienced it secondhand through reaction videos and other people covering it. But apparently some Japanese account was talking about how scary black people are. Like they are just these jacked, muscular beings that will destroy you with one hand, and it's just it's almost like too extreme to be mad at. It's like it's just so over the top. Just like if they pin me down, I would be over in seconds, and almost so, and people have just been a lot of the memes that people have been posting in response are just like the black Viltrumites. Like they literally think that we're Viltrumites, and I think it's hilarious. I'm so happy that first of all that the majority of the people I've seen respond to this are not freaking out and call it. Some of them are freaking out. Some are saying Japan's racist and all this stuff, and I'm not in that crowd. But I'm also not in the worships Japan crowd either. A couple years back, I came to a realization that Japan's a country just like every other country in the world. They have the bright parts in their history, the dark parts in their history, and issues and problems just like any other country in the world. So I personally don't have any desire to go to Japan, even before this, but especially after this. But yeah, I think I think Japanese culture is cool, but I don't idolize it. I don't worship it. I personally much more a fan of America. It's my home. No other place I'd rather be, but Japan's cool, but I'm not like one of those people who idolize it and what's the word I'm looking for? It's just I don't know. I don't want to say fetishizes it, but that's also a problem that people have. But yeah, I just look at it as a normal country, just like any other, but I'm really glad that the majority of the people responding to this tweet are not like raging and going crazy. Most of them are just laughing at it, which makes me really happy because that is the correct response to have to racists. It's just to laugh at them because they are humorous, and the memes have been so good. I saw there's one video I watched with people just reacting to other people's tweets and responses to this tweet that this person made, and someone made a comic and someone voiced over the comic as this like on an anime protagonist style voiceover, and it's like, oh, it's so good. It's so good. The Viltrumite memes are probably though my favorite because I am really into Invincible right now, and yeah, they just think that we're superhuman, and I that's a compliment. Okay, they acknowledge our superiority. Yeah, the one what's total biological defeat. That's fun that I see him going around, and it's just like, yes, actually, I am superhuman, and I could crush your skull with one hand. I sound just based on my voice, I sound like I could crush someone's skull, right, with just one hand. Definitely. But yeah, that's been very funny to react to, and yeah, I'm proud. I'm proud of people for being able to laugh at it as much as they have and not going full, I don't know, full victimhood rage, I guess. It's been very fun. Let's see. What was I gonna work on? I guess for art, I'm going to finish this sleepy time. This sleepy image of me. 1 second. Okay. There we go. Oh yeah, but I need to make a new A new overlay. I need to make a new overlay that has two versions, a daytime version and a nighttime version. So I can avoid this ugly, color. I just lowered the brightness. I just lowered the brightness of my normal overlay and it looks horrible, I know, but what the? Where's my desk? One sec. I'm looking in the wrong spot for it, that's for starters. Oh, my desk is going to be really bright too. I had a filter to that. What the? Oh no. Nope, that's not what I want. Where'd my desk go? There we go. Okay. Oh no. There we go. I like the filters though, because I can just flip them off. I think my eyes are too close together here. This looks cute. What doesn't look like me? There we go. Sorry, I'm adjusting these volumes because I'll give you a little bit more quiet now that I'm locked in. Sorry, I'm still messing with still messing with things behind the scenes. I should probably just turn Bloom off altogether. bit distracting. No? Just a teeny bit. How you feel right now? Yeah. I am very sleepy. I did say I was going to focus on assets this stream. And any image of myself automatically, just because of the potential to be used as, in a thumbnail, counts as assets. So, technically, We might need to look at a reference image. I'll come back to that. Oh, I think I'm missing also a hand here. Not your busted up ankle. No. Right? No, it's the other one. You can't see that one. Oh no. What the heck is playing? Oh, this is like a 38-minute long medley of piano arrangements. Very pretty ones though. I'm loving these piano arrangements. So pretty. What the heck? What happened? maximum forehead. I actually have a toggle for this. I'm not gonna pull it up right now. I think I'm gonna call it there for tonight. It's a shorter stream, but as mentioned earlier, I am very tired. I'm very tired. This is just gonna be one of those images that I just chip away at little by little. Oh my goodness. Angry face. Every time the pump turns on, it's gonna be angry face. But yeah, as I mentioned before, I am very tired, and so it's gonna be a shorter stream tonight. I'm gonna end it there. And this image is just gonna be one that I just do little bits and drabs as I go along, because yeah, the layers are not fun. It's just gonna get worse as the shading goes on. There's not too much more, you know. I could probably work within the remaining layers, but yeah, that's a story for another time. A hassle for another time. Thank you to anyone who stopped by. Thank you to anyone who lurked for a little bit in shorts. I hope I'm appearing in shorts. I've been trying to turn that on, get some more viewers, and oh my goodness. But yes, thanks to anyone who stopped by and lurked. Thank you, Trip, for being there as always and chatting with me. And I hope everyone has a lovely rest of their night. Yeah. Goodbye.